Okay, in all seriousness, though, seriously, walk us through WTF, because we were worried to hell about you. Of course.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, take a look at this. This is a map from that great app that really got a lot of attention when those fires broke out down there. So the little Superman logo in the middle, that's where I live. And you can see, and believe me, all of my neighbors, all of my friends and family back east are like, holy shit, you're surrounded by fires. In theory, yes. Yeah. Fortunately, my area that I live in is residential.
Right.
Flat.
A lot of concrete, no grass, there's trees and stuff, but still, it's not hills that are covered with foliage that hasn't had water in 3 months or whatever. Right.
So fortunately for me, for us and people in my neighborhood, we were never really in danger.
Right.
But holy shit, everybody else, I mean, thousands of people lost everything.
I know.
And
when you look at those pictures, I can't imagine. Have you gone to any of the areas?
No, I wanted to stay out.
Stay away, yeah.
And because there's still stuff they're still cleaning up and all that.
Sure.
And even just trying to go out for a walk or something like that, I actually had to check which direction the air was blowing, the wind direction and stuff and everything, because they're saying there's all these, toxic fumes from paints and from foam and chemicals and all this stuff that's just hanging out.
You know what I found really strange, and I'm assuming this is truth. I didn't fact check this, but they said a lot of that stuff doesn't even show up. Like on your app, when you pull up how the air quality is, it doesn't even register that sort of thing.
No. I mean, you get wind direction, and it's like particulate matter or stuff like that, but it doesn't say what that stuff is.
Right.
But there was somebody who actually had ash that had accumulated in their yard, and they took it in. They were like a scientist dude who went in and had it analyzed, and it had lead from old paint from 60 years ago and stuff. And that's just, that shit'll kill you. If the fire doesn't get you, the leftover stuff will.
Well, I mean, that happened after 9/11. So many of the first responders, because of what they were breathing in, that ended up happening. I can't even imagine. I mean, the photos that we're seeing, and I know they don't do them justice, but like in the Altadena area in Pacific Palisades, I mean, I did the math. I know you're surprised, me too. But it would be like just the Pacific Palisades area would be as if 2.5 Pacificas burned up.
Really?
That's amount of acreage. Because I had to put it in perspective, because it's so enormous, you have a hard time wrapping your head around it. Yeah. And when I kind of laid it over where we live, I was like, oh my God.
Well, LA in general, I'm sure you've got your topography figured out, but LA to me, when I go down there, it's just so vast and so expansive.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I am when here's the aerial shot, and it's just nothing but fucking lights,
Oh, yeah.
And so it's hard for me to get my bearings and understand how big that is. So you say that it's 2 Pacificas, and it's just like,
that's
okay,
just
I get
that one fire.
I get that. Yeah, right.
That's the other part of it.
Yeah.
Now, I used to live down the street from where you live now, so I knew in essence you were safe because I know very, very clearly exactly what you're saying. It's a lot of concrete and all that. But still, when you look at that map and you go, oh my God, like they're coming from every direction. Plus, right after that, like the Hollywood Hills one popped up, which is much closer to you.
Yeah.
Scary
that
close.
Got my attention.
I'm sure.
Because Mount Lee, where this Hollywood sign is, there's that radio tower that's up on the top and everything. I step out my front yard and I see that radio tower. I see that hill over there. And then when that fire broke out, it's kind of like, okay, now it's time to start thinking about what are we going to grab? What are we going to take with us? When are we going to, we didn't go so far as to start pulling stuff together because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go and start pulling costumes and, just figure. But I
love that you said pulling costumes. That's so precious.
Well, that's
no, but I get it. I fully get it. You don't have to explain yourself. It makes perfect sense.
Okay, not
it's very
costume.
On brand.
It's not costumes, but actually memorabilia.
I know
stuff that's valuable.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like lockbox valuable.
But when that fire started and it was over on the other side, just on the other side of that hill, got my attention.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other people, a lot of my other friends. There's another fire that just started 2 days ago.
I saw that.
And people are out there with their phones going, here I am in my front yard. There's that fire on that hill over there. And it's kind of like, God damn it. Ugh. It's shit. But the thing is, everybody's stepping up, and it's one of those things where it was a once in a generation fire.
Yeah.
With the winds that were blowing 80 to 100 miles an hour.
That
you would see footage of ash and embers just going horizontal. There was nothing that anybody could have done to do anything about that. But of course, communities are coming back, and they're fighting it. And there's concerts, and there's some of the award shows are going to be fundraisers and stuff like that. So there is, you can make a difference. We do come back. And in fact, I'm going to segue a little bit into something because when we came in today,
yes,
there was a little something that was under our door. Here, a little piece of mail that got dropped off for us. And just in case you don't know if what you do makes a difference, when we did Soundwaves Christmas, we say, hey, we're doing a thing, we're collecting, we're talking about these charities and all that sort of stuff. There's like a separation between this is what we're doing and we're trying to help people.
Yeah.
Who are these people? Yeah. Who are these entities or whatever? Because you don't know for sure.
Sure.
But we got a piece of mail. I'll show this to you. This is under the door today for Soundwaves TV here, right? Mm-hmm. And this is a lovely greeting card that came in. And it was, Merry Christmas and thanks for helping us have an even better Christmas celebration. You are all greatly appreciated. Hope you and yours have a great holiday. Respectfully, Family 1096.
Oh, wow.
So this is from a family in Pacifica that got something from us, from Soundwaves Christmas.
That's rad.
This is us helping people. And always find the opportunity to help. Always take advantage of the opportunities when they avail themselves. If there's something going on in your neighborhood, if there's something going on down the street, if there's something going on in Los Angeles because you know people down there, help when you can. Because it does make a difference.
Yeah, it does. Well, you just answered my question is there hope down there? I was hoping that there was hope, and it sounds like there absolutely is.
Yeah, because that's what we do.
That's right.
We endure. We persevere. We endure. We get the shit done.
Yeah. I feel that in my bones. That's great. We're going to frame that and put it up just to remind ourselves what it's all about.
What we're doing makes a difference. Because there is a separation. We've talked about this before. I'll be real quick about it. We used to, when we started doing Soundwaves Christmas and we had people bring stuff down, we physically had things in our hands that I knew was going to go in somebody's hand.
Yeah.
And when we changed that model and we started doing the pre-recorded and edited and all that sort of stuff, there is that separation where you do the thing and you put the word out and all that, but you don't know. Like you said on the Christmas show, we don't know if you're going to click on that QR code and do anything or not. We know.
We know now. Yeah.
So
that's the nature of digital now too, because like you used to collect all the things, and now a lot of people just want money because money really cash is king, and they can use it for whatever they want. So you hit a donate button and it goes. And it's off into the ether. That is really special.
Well, we had somebody on our set who's a dear member of not our crew, but our extended Soundwaves family.
Yeah.
And he runs a foundation, and he has to spend X amount of dollars to maintain the foundation. It's in the charter. And so he has, every year he calls me and says, who are you guys giving to?
Yeah.
Who are you supporting this year? Is it anybody different? And so I'll tell him about the charities. Oh, they're cool. They're cool. And what did he send out? $5,000?
I believe it was.
$5,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Just amazing. Doesn't want us to say his name.
He doesn't want us to say his name, although he's an angel.
Yeah.
And I know he does have to give out this amount of money, but he's in charge of this because he was a proven angel to the person who put him in charge.
And it could go anywhere.
It could go anywhere.
But he comes to us
exactly.
and says, where can I help?
Right. Yeah.
And if you come to a Soundwaves event and you see this big, happy, jolly fellow,
yes,
pat him on the back and say, good job. I'm not going to say who it is.
No, you'll know.
Biggest guy in the room, and it's not Baby Huey.
And it's not Baby Huey. Baby Huey's like, hey, you could have let him think it was me.
Well, that's what he gets for shitting all over January.
Oh, wow. The Capricorns are pissed. All right, here we are. Yeah, I get it.
It's on now. It's on now, big guy.
All right, well, we have a lot to get into.
Yes.
We've got goals. Did you guys, you made some goals, I hear, rumor?
We did.
Actually,
you made us.
Why don't we take a break and then come back and then talk about some 2025 goals?
Let's do it.